Welcome to Late Night Lime. So I'm gonna start it off, So welcome you guys back. I'm Mr. 12. So just gonna start off a little slow, then we get into some videos, So today it's a good one, it's a good one. Took some time, beat up the kids. I know you really can't say that on here like that, but play with them, play some sword fighting. So while I was out there, I was like, all right, I'm gonna try this tonight. So without further ado, while people come in and roll in, we're gonna start off by doing some reaction. One and two people gonna come in as we go through it. But what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna open some videos and react to them. Give our thoughts. So a lot of thoughts. It's just my thoughts. Just my thoughts on the situation. That's all it is. But I gotta do some house cleaning before we even start that. So let me pull it up while we're here. All right, that's one. Here we go. So we got the Line With Us store up. Go to linewithus.com. Right? Go to Line With Us. Support the channel. We started with a small drop. Scroll down right here. We got some of these. We got some teas. Just go into it. Help us support the channel. We're growing. We got some more good stuff to come. So the website is up. We got the merch. You could go in there, click around, and it's linewithus.com. Just remember that, linewithus.com. Also, today I actually turned on the membership. I think I've been monetized for a minute, almost close to, going on 2 years. Yeah, but I never turned on the membership. So I did it today. That's the next way. If you also want to support us here at the Late Night Lime Show, you can. So we do have the Lime With Us store up with merch in there. And we also have the membership where you guys could definitely support us here. So this is the Late Night Lime Show. I got to do the ads right quick, but here we go. So without further ado, I think we're just going to hop into some videos and react to them. And Brandon should pop in. We don't know if P traveling. He abroad. Probably he stopping if he got good internet. But other than that, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to really get into some reactions and see who's out of line or not. Who pays for the bill, family boundaries, and social media rules. So here we go. Let's pull up the first video. So let's go over here.
This whole concept of body count, I think is this whole concept of body count, I think, is absolutely ridiculous. I have heard a lot of London guys talk about this a lot, and like they can have slept with as many girls as they want, but this whole concept of body count, I think, is absolutely ridiculous. I have heard a lot of London guys talk about this a lot, and like they can have slept with as many girls as they want, but if their girl has had sex with more than like 10 guys or 5 guys, and I'm like, babe, to me, that's just crazy. In the US, I've never had a conversation like that. I don't need to know what you've done in the past. As long as you're doing right by me and you're making me feel good, that's what matters.
This one is a hot debate, right? Because you might meet the love of your life, and I understand the significance why it matters. You get what I'm trying to say? It's one of those things where you can't say body count doesn't matter, and it's one of those things where you can be like, oh yes, it does. So it's kind of straight down the middle, right? Because I'm playing the fence on this one. Right? I know it matters. But when you getting into, this is why I wanted to go with it, was Let's say, for example, you want to meet a chick and just vibe out with her. You don't care at that time. You get what I'm saying? But if it's to me, if it's gonna be the lady I'm gonna marry, it's sometime come into play because we seen it before. Some guys do have codes like that one guy, this one it's been around the block. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be that dude that everybody hits your chick and they laughing behind your back. Kind of that deal. Because you don't know. Remember back in the days with I should leave that one up. Back in the days when
this whole concept of body count, I think, is absolutely ridiculous. I have heard a lot of London guys talk about this a lot, and like they can have slept with as many girls as they want, but if their girl has had sex with more than like 10 guys or 5 guys, and I'm like,
so back in the days when a lady did what she had to do in one city, she could move to a next city and start over. Now we got social media. It's not like that anymore. When you have social media, whatever your footprint is in that last city follows you to the next city and to the next city. So that starting over doesn't matter because you see it on stream. You see it on Twitch. You could be watching Twitch and a girl could pop up on Twitch and somebody be like, oh, this person is this, and they give their whole facts right there on screen. Look how much time we've seen that. It's like we're talking about live. As someone sees, like someone is like, you can have fans or, for like when you're live streaming and people be like, nah, she got 4 kids or whatever, even though it's not their business, but people, it's like so instant. People could give you live facts and live streaming shows you, this person got that or this person was that person. They tell you in real time. And that's why a lot of people like that live streaming because you get stuff instantly. But that was a situation to show you, hey, it does matter, right? It does matter. I could be wrong. If y'all got your objections, let me know in the chat. Let me know what your position on does body count matter, right? You could drop it in the chat. All right, so we're gonna roll into the next clip. See, I don't got my the other setup today. The other setup I could pause the video. These they just play. I can't stop them. So let's see what the next video got to offer. Let's roll into the next clip.
Wait, let me understand something. If women lose value by sleeping with men, and men gain value from sleeping with women, is there something about men that men are not saying? I mean,
I get where she's going with that, but for example, with guys got to earn their value through life. That's why you see most guys when they hit 40s and 50s, they get their money because they're at the top of their careers and stuff like that. Unless you do it big in your 30s or your 20s, you know what I'm saying? But like they say, let me put it like this: ladies are born with their value. You could have a daughter, she could raise up, she'd be a beautiful girl, and all the guys are after her, right? You got a whole bunch of people lining up to marry off your daughter. We're gonna use the word marry, where they take care of her, to give her a good life, right? And I'm just kind of putting it like that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to marry off your daughter, right? So she's born with her value in that sense, right? Because guy's looking for his beautiful wife to have kids and all that stuff. We're talking about the traditional family. We're not talking about today's dynamics, where I'm keeping it simple, right? So a lady is born with her value, while a guy the same age as 19, ain't nobody running up unless he handsome. Yeah, you got 1 and 2 of those guys. Ain't no females running up to marry him like that, Yes, it could happen. Yes, if a guy's handsome enough, yes, it could happen, right? But no older lady is chasing him down like that to marry him. It's normally the opposite way. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he can't get an older lady. I'm just saying, he's not well established. And even you see young guys, it's like in college, if you see that dynamic where the younger girls are going out there getting the older guys, they're driving and they're getting stuff from the older guys, while the guys in college, the younger guys, they can't even compete with the ladies because they got to compete with the older guys getting these ladies. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's my thing there. I'm not big into like a relationship stuff, but it says hot girls poop and wife. Oh man. All right, shout out to Jake right there with that one. I didn't put that one up on the screen, but yeah, shout out to Jake. Let's roll into the next clip. Yeah, you shouldn't be scared of anybody. A girl is a girl. I do give them that. You don't know if you don't try.
This is my son, 23-year-old son. Sent him outside today to get the garbage out from out front from us moving in and get the yard together because we're going to cook out for Juneteenth this weekend. And he's taking himself a smoke break. He is allowed to smoke marijuana. Just
Yeah, I did that video before. I was supposed to take it out the queue. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. Let's go. Did I do this one? Here we
I saw
go.
the cutest little video where this Jamaican Asian young lady was basically saying someone asked her the other day if she's gonna marry Jamaican.
Percent of couples are splitting bills while building absolutely nothing. To be real with you, that is not a relationship strategy. That's two people going broke together with semi-good intentions. Here's what the 50-50 debate is actually missing. You see, married couples near retirement have over $1 million in wealth. Unmarried individuals, people with only one income in their families, they have about $425,000. That's more than double. Not because one person carried everything, but because two people had a system and a strategy. Now, I want you to watch this. You see, two incomes invested at just 10% each puts about $14,000 a year into their future. Now, one income doing the exact same thing is only about $7,000. Over 25 to 35 years at market returns, the two income household hits work optional status years before the single income household even gets close. But you know, here's the part that hurts. You see, in the Black community, we're leaving our kids with bills and benefits and no business, no land, no investment accounts, no financial freedom. Just struggle wrapped in a life insurance policy that barely covers the funeral expenses. And we're out here arguing about 50-50 instead of asking the real question. And the real question is this: what is our plan? What is our strategy, partner? You see, stats don't show sacrifice. They don't even show love. And they for sure do not show the vision of the family. But they do show this: two aligned people with a shared vision and a factual strategy, a real strategy, will always outbuild two people with strong opinions and no plan, no strategy. Let's be real. Your relationship isn't an Instagram debate. It's a partnership with purpose, a purpose that leads to, I would say, wealth. You see, some visions require, let's be honest, both of you to get to the bag. Now, some will require one to hold it down at home, but both are absolutely valuable. But what's not valuable is two people, no strategy, no emergency fund, no investment account, no legacy, just some vibes. Listen, fam, stop debating this whole 50-50 stuff and start building together. Here's why: because your children's children are depending on the decisions you and your partner, you and your spouse make right now.
I like that. I used to watch him a lot. His name is slipping me right now. But yeah, he used to be on the Dave Ramsey show, and he's good with finances too. So send a shout out to him. He's doing this thing. I know he got his own show, and yeah, man, I know he running it up too. So I used to watch his. He has good financial tips. So what he's saying is good. My main takeaway says, if they don't have a plan, it's two people going broke. You know what I'm saying? That's food for thought right there. That's definitely food for thought. So me, I would say definitely build with someone. You know what I'm saying? If you find someone that you love, you build with them, you invest. Yes. Things could always go wrong. Marriage, they could take half your money. But who go into something, well, now they're telling you prepare for the worst. But I was going to say something, but then again, I had to renege because I was gonna say who go into marriage thinking they're gonna get divorced, and I had to take that situation back because yeah, I know a lot of people go into marriage not thinking that they would ever get divorced, and they're but we're talking about 50-50, not divorce. So I would say, yeah, if you're gonna be with someone, build, make a legacy, and make sure you get enough money to be financially free, not just with money, with every area. So definitely, that's what I will definitely say. That's kind of a union of a marriage, is becoming one and building together and growing and taking dominion over your surroundings. So here we go. So we're gonna roll into the next clip. That was a good one. That was food for thought, right? So let's roll into this one. Let's see what they gotta say.
Parents, I'm gonna help you out with this one. Adult kids, one of the reasons you and your parents just cannot get along, you feel like they're not supporting you when they set a boundary and say no, not.
Yeah, for some reason, I think some of them got duplicated in there, but no big deal. We got it.
Parents of adult children, the question isn't, did I do enough? Sometimes it's, did I do too much? A lot of us tried to give our children what we didn't have. We wanted their lives to be easier. We opened doors, we rescued them, helped them, and kept giving, because that was how most of us showed our love. But baby, looking back, some of us realized that while we gave them opportunity, we may not have given them enough boundaries. That doesn't mean that we was bad parents. It means we was parenting with the understanding that we had at the time, honey. And now that they're adults, we can't go back and raise them again. But we can change what we allow today. You can love your adult child without fixing every problem. You can support them without accepting disrespect. And you can stop overextending yourself without feeling guilty for choosing your peace. Maybe you didn't do too little. Maybe you just love so deeply that you forgot that boundaries is part of love too. Looking back, do you feel like you might have did too much because you wanted your child to have more than what you had? My answer is yes. What's yours? You be blessed.
Oh man, I like this one because it's food for thought. I got kids, and my kids they're getting up there in age. So my oldest, she doesn't give me any problems. So, but yeah, I could see what she's talking about. I give a lot, but my daughter, she doesn't. She's not disrespectful, So, but it's food for thought because I can see, and I know, and I've seen situation, so I could understand the scenario that she's painting. But yeah, I haven't come to that part with the disrespect because the younger one, I got control. I got, we could do all of that, I'm not saying go in there and abuse them, but I still got that but they good, they listen. So, but you got to take these advice and get a better understanding while the information is there before you go into it. So now when I run into a situation, I understand it, how to set boundaries. And these are things that you learn and grow out. So I like that one. That was food for thought. I definitely like that one. Definitely like that one. Let's roll into the next clip.
Let me tell you something about these females. Let me tell you something about these women. These women walk around here asking for respect from men that they don't even give themselves. Do y'all hear me, chat? I said women in the year 2026, women, new day and age women, and the old ones are running around here asking for respect from men that they won't even give themselves. Disrespect themselves and look at the man and be like, well, why you not respecting me?
Women are asking respect from men they don't give themselves to. That reminded me of a clip that I seen today. I could roll that one. I think it's true. I would have liked a little bit more context, but hey, you know, I get his message. Let's see if I could pull up that clip I was seeing today. This one kind of drew me for a loop. All right, there I go. All right, cool. Let's go to make this white screen, and I can share screen. All right, there. Let's do it like this. This looks good. See, and I can pause it right here. Normally I do it like this, but this is better. Here we go. Let's roll this clip.
And so many women can stop being gay.
Wait, what?
I think straight men should go back to being men, so therefore so many women can stop becoming gay due to the lack of men being men.
100% agree.
Thank you.
I don't understand.
Okay, let's break it down. We're in a world now where straight men are doing a lot of feminine things. As the women say, they're being sassy.
They're being sassy boys.
Yes, which is making women decide they don't want to date them anymore, so they're becoming gay, but they're not really gay. They're just doing it
Holy shit.
because dating men also feel like you're dating a lesbian.
Holy shit. She's speaking all sorts of shit. Holy shit. I get it. I get
get it now?
Let me ask a qualifying question. Are you gay?
I am gay.
And so you are upset that you have fallen in love with a lesbian.
I haven't fallen in love with them. I'm upset that they're polluting the gay community.
But the lesbians that you're sometimes dating, you're like, you are not even gay.
Yes.
You are literally just a scorned woman.
Yes.
Because all the dick out there
is bending.
The dick is bending.
The dick is bending.
It's going straight down and into the butt.
They're getting their faith. They're not building houses anymore. Like, they have to go back to being men so women can go back to dating them.
I'm shocked at how genius this take is.
Thank you.
Okay, so a straight guy who's like watching Real Housewives.
That doesn't make him gay if he's watching it with his lady. If it is just a group of guys watching it, I got questions.
And then that guy dates a girl.
Yes.
And then she goes, I don't like this guy. He's gay.
Right.
And then she's like, I'm gay now too.
You're not gay. You're hurt. Take a nap. There's women with 5 kids converting over to being gay. I don't think you're gay if you have a football team of kids. I just think you're hurt. And you have this team and now you're looking for help. And because men aren't doing the manly shit anymore, you got to come date the lesbian because women are doing the shit the men's supposed to do. I just want us gay people to go back to being gay in peace.
Without these goddamn interlopers.
Yes. So I think if men step up, then women will leave. That's not really gay, and they will be gay in peace.
And then you'll just be back to regular old gay.
Regular old gay.
I've never heard something so genius in my life.
And then men will go back to just getting regular old head. Because I don't think men should get their... I don't think men's supposed to experience that level of joy.
Of what?
Getting your... You can't build a house if your ex is moist. That's why they're not building houses. You see what I'm saying? That's why they got to go back to being men.
There's so many problems facing the community today.
Oh, shout out to him. Shout out. Give credit to the content creator. We always got to send shout out. But, oh, man. Where do we go with that one? Where do you go with that one? One thing I could definitely say, what you were saying was true. For the fact that some ladies, and I've seen it before, and it's not anything new. You see ladies will have a whole bunch of kids and they'll switch teams. I've seen that recently and I've seen it in the past. I remember I knew this Spanish lady, beautiful lady, you know, and whatever the situation, we were cool. So she was a much older lady, way older. And she had a whole bunch of kids. And yeah, after she had the kids and she got she switched. She said, you know, She, so I understand, she was cool people, cool, respectable. You know what I'm saying? Respectable, so, and she explained her thing. She didn't have to, but, so I understand. And I see some people do it out of spite. I seen family lady in relationship, man leave, she automatically switched team, because the reality is, when the guy's not there or whatever, those people that's around you, they lead you down that path. I could definitely tell, you know what I'm saying? The studs step in, whoever was in line that wanted, you're trying to show or trying to hurt, you know what I'm saying, hurt people or whatever. I think ladies, well, I can't call it, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I've seen the situation many of times. Renting properties, I see it like, damn, they switch team fast. But she do got a good point. Nowadays, I do see a lot of men on the sassy side. You see it. And here's a lady that is gay breaking down this scenario where you have these ladies that are not gay being with ladies because guys are not doing what they're supposed to do. Yo, some of this stuff baffles me, because it's like this. Here's a lady. It's like, and this is how I look at certain stuff. There's no way you could be a virgin and it got ladies pulling ladies. There's no way you're supposed to be, unless you're religious and you're saving yourself for marriage. I'm kind of, those are options. But if you're preaching that you want to go down that road, I don't want you to feel it's bad. There's no way that you should be like 30, 40 and celibate or can't get a girl or an incel when a lady is pulling other ladies. You get what I'm trying to say? So this, when I hear guys like, yo, well, I'm like, what? No chick like you? Bruh, something is wrong. Ladies pulling ladies. Ladies change their appearance to look like dudes to pull other ladies, and they don't even look like dudes. So gotta give shout out to them people. But I if that's what they gotta do and they get it, is no way a man supposed to be, in his 30s, 40s, and he can't pull a female. It ain't supposed to happen. So I like what she said. Some of it is true. When she started saying a guy that get his, whatever is a little, that's weird. I kind of get it, because what makes it different from the front? You get what I'm trying to say? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? If you slip, now one day you slip, bro, you're on the other side. That's crazy. But either way, right? She do present a good point. She's seeing something in their community where they're seeing a lot of people convert over. But it's neither here nor there. If you have any thoughts on this situation, leave them in the comments. Do take the time, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, it do help the channel. So here we go. Let's roll into the next clip. But I think this was a good one. Hold on. Let me see if I got a next one. 1 second. Let's go back. I think I could roll one from here. Oh, hold on. This was let's open this one. Let's roll with this clip right here. Let's do this one because I could pause it and talk on this one. Here we go. Let's pull this one up. I seen this clip right here. And you guys tell me what's your thought on this one right here. Here we go.
Silly man who cheat me and tell me say I buy one vaccine, but me have to give him sex first.
That's a car, okay?
Me
That's
like
a
an
car.
idiot. Hold on to him promise. Man carry me go on Airbnb, go have sex with me. When he don't have sex with me, and he come in at the condom and put the condom in my hand and tell me say, he soon come, I must wait upon him. Me that the Airbnb like an idiot for the whole time, sit down and wait upon him and no man fi come. All me I call him phone and pay a voicemail. So I sit down in there until the people them come knock me up and tell me say, my time up, me have to leave. never have no money, I come downstairs and me beg a ride and I come home. Come home, I call him phone, no answer, the man block me. Yesterday I was going to Clarendon, took a bus from downtown. While I was in the bus sitting, I see a young man said to me, say, oh, you look like the lady on TikTok we say, one man carry you, go Airbnb, go have sex with you and say, Mama, your vaccine, leave a condom in your hand and go and come back. I said, no, me say, yes, man, you with the space seat, you name Kim Francis, you can't hide. And I say, him say, no, say, know the man, can the man tell me? I say, all right, if he say, you know the man tell you, show me the proof. And he show me the man picture. I say, yes, I am saying, man, I mean him Kim Francis, send me the picture. And the man send me the picture. And the man say, the man him fall out because of that thing growing and do every woman. And the man tell me where he live and everything. So, hello, sir. Early Sunday morning, I will be popping up at your yard. And if you are going to church, me and you and your wife, we are going to church together to see pastor to get my vaccine key. And if you are not going to church, your wife shall give me my vaccine key. Just like you push up your bamboo in my belly and enjoy it. I see some want to press gas in my vaccine and enjoy it. If you know say don't want a woman, don't try use them.
All right, so this one. All right, let me run back the story for my non-Western audience, right? So a guy told her he would give her a car. The car's called Voxy, right? It's like a minivan. I think they showed it in the video. I think they showed it here. I think she showed a picture of it. All right, let's hit mute. I'll let it play while I'm talking. But yeah, I think she showed what it is. But anyways, so a guy told her he was going to buy her this Voxy car, and in order for her to get the car, she had to lay in bed with him. She did. He rented an Airbnb. They did the do. He got up. He rested the protection in her hand, and he left, right? So he was a gentleman enough to pay for the Airbnb, not like he left them high and dry, right? I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying he was a gentleman for at least paying for the spot. Some dudes probably just leave and she got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So he did that, right? I guess she got on TikTok, blast them, and somebody found out. And now someone spotted her while she was traveling in Jamaica and said, you look like the lady that the situation happened to, spilled the beans and told her where the guy lived. Now we're all caught up, right? So my question is, how much woman is falling for this? I'm being honest. How much women are falling for this? I seen dudes do this so much, yo. It's like, yo, what? This is like the BMW or the Mercedes thing where a guy would say, oh yeah, I'll buy you a Mercedes, and ladies sleep with him and they never buy the car. I want to know how does it equate? Because in the back of my mind, it's like, buy a lady just to sleep with her. I'm breaking it down in car payments. That's about 4 years. If I got it, if I don't have it. So now I kind of understand. Well, I'm not saying now I understand it, but I understand the logic why guys say, if you got it, it ain't tricking. You know what I'm saying? Because if you could pay for it and that's what it costs, I think he overbought. You know what I'm saying? Why go so high when you could? Either way, he's married, right? And I'm not advocating for him cheating on his wife. But if it's a person that you're interested in spending time and building, you're going to get the same access. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, it probably might be a longer game, but think about it. If you got a wife, man, I'm going home to my wife, man. I'm going home to my wife. If I got to pay $40,000, $50,000, and we in Jamaica, so you ain't seeing small numbers. You seeing, that's like, Jamaican money is like, I can't even tell you the rate. I can't even tell you the Jamaican rate. Let's see how much for a price of a Voxy. How much for the price of a Voxy? So it says for a 2026 Voxy, current Japanese export listed roughly around $21,000. And let's do the conversion in Jamaican. What's this in Jamaican money? JMD. Yo. It said this is, damn, that's $3 million. So a brand new Voxy, it's a Toyota Voxy, right? In the US, it's $21,000. In Jamaica, that is $3.42 million at current exchange prices. But it says, around, I don't know what J is, around June. I guess and that's June or something like that. Oh, it says around 2020 it was 3.9, and 2021 it was 4.5 million. So the prices fluctuate. So that's, he basically told her he was gonna give her 22,000 in US, or close to 4 million. We're gonna round it up. 4 million for box. Are you paying 20 million for box? If you convert that to Jamaican money, 4 million. Are you paying 4 million for box? Is that worth 4 million for box? 4 million. The poverty line in America is what? I can't remember the poverty line in America. I think the poverty line in America is like somewhere like 15. Let's say 15, because they raise it every year. I think it get higher. The poverty line is about 15,000. So she doing better than half the people. If she get through with that, she not in poverty. But would you spend, the question would be, would you spend $21,000, $22,000 for one time? Bruh, I would have went home to my wife. And saved my damn 21,000 and keep 4 million in my pocket in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? That is not worth the headache, man. It is not worth the headache. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that it is not worth the headache. So, but then again, for me, do I believe this story? It's 50-50 for me. What's your thoughts on this? Do you think this is a true story, or it's probably she just capping? You know what I'm saying? But I've definitely seen this MO run before. I've seen guys do that with Mercedes and BMW, where they drive fancy car and they got a little bit of money. They tell a chick they gonna buy them a car, and the chick kind of, let them have their way and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, they never buy the car. So I seen this happen a lot. I was like, yo, that actually work. You know, so you got a lot of chicks out there that got stories like that. But they, you know, was like, they're like, oh, he said he was gonna buy me a car. He lied. You know, I'm like, why would you believe a man gonna buy you a car and he I don't get it. I don't get it. I want to know if it worked. I'm married, so I don't got time to try that shit. If I was young, I see if it works, but I got too old. I don't got time to be playing games. I don't got no time to be playing games. So we're gonna roll into the next clip. Let's pull this one down, and we're gonna run into the next clip. Let's go with. Oh, did we run this one?
The question was, why do men expect forgiveness for things they would never forgive a woman for? Let me tell you what happened to me.
Yeah, that one was a little bit too low. I'm not too sure if you could have heard it. I was having a hard time hearing it myself.
The you that she gets determines on how she treats you. You can be her daughter, but that doesn't mean that you have to be her caretaker, her manager, her friend, her confidant. You don't need to do any of that things if it makes you uncomfortable. You don't. You need to set boundaries. You cannot be like a beautiful city with no walls. You need protection. You need to put up boundaries. Wherever you're seeing there, like lines are being crossed and you're like, I don't like this. You know you're a grown, I'm pretty sure you're a grown woman. You know exactly what you want and what you don't want. So don't let anyone convince you to have something that you're not supposed to have or give you something that you're not supposed to get. You understand? You are your own advocate. No one else can advocate for you except you.
That's true. I like that. I always tell my kids that. I got a couple girls, so I tell them that if you don't take care of yourself and you don't advocate for yourself or stand up for yourself or just take care of your health, your well-being, who's going to do it for you? I said, if I'm not here tomorrow, who's going to help you? You got to start from now, learning to advocate for yourself, defend yourself, prepare for yourself, eat healthy, take care of yourself. So I do like that where you advocate for yourself and we needed to, if you got kids, you got to definitely tell them. I don't think we tell kids enough. We tell them everything like go to school. You got certain stuff that you need to instill in your kids and let them know, hey, you're beautiful, but you still got to advocate for yourself. You just can't watch your kid, just give them everything and watch them, kind of fall to their demise in their health and, not doing anything. No, you got to pick them up and tell them, hey, you got to do this. You got to do that. You got to get it. You got to advocate for yourself. You got to stand up. You got to pay attention. So I do like that. That was food for thought. I like that. That's what I kind of do with my kids. Let's see what we got here. Let's roll into the next clip.
All right, quick question for y'all. Are people still dating anymore? Are we just hanging out, catching feelings, sleeping with each other, getting to know each other, and then just saying going with the flow? What are we doing? Because I must have missed a memo or something. Can somebody explain to me what the fuck is going on when it comes to dating anymore? Like, is longevity still a question? Or like, do we, like, what is going on? Like, help me. Chat, help me. Like, y'all, help me, nigga.
I understand the sentiment. I see like this culture is hookup culture. It's hookup culture. It's like, hey, if you feeling me, I'm feeling you. Let's do it. And you see the ebb and flow of life, right? See the ebb and flow. You had the free era. It came back with the but yeah, all right. You have these ebb and flow where stuff goes far left, center, right. Then it goes, so this is ebb and flow. And I think that's the ebb and flow right now. It's like a hookup free culture. And it's going to get back to balance because eventually they're going to find out you can't just vibe your way through life. You got to at least build something. I could be wrong. Some people could vibe it through their whole life. And yeah, you could do that with today's time, but, eventually, if you want something serious, you got to put up some collateral and you got to invest time and you got to kind of show it. The vibe ain't gonna always work because somebody, if you catch feeling and the other person doesn't catch feeling, is more dating with intention. And if you don't have any intention, somebody is more likely to get hurt, because once someone starts to get serious and the person doesn't get serious, then you see that rift where it's like, hey, well, you know what it was, and the person is in love, and this person is like, but you know what it was. So it could get dangerous, not in the sense of like physical, but someone feeling is going to get hurt. Someone is going to fall in love. Someone is going to grow affection. Someone is going to want you forever. And a vibe doesn't hold it. Yeah, you could vibe out and hang out, but you got to date with intention, date with purpose, So I do agree. This generation, I don't even want to say this generation, because some people back in the old days were still doing the same thing. But the answer is, hey, if you're interested, you're supposed to date with intention. Date with intention. All right, let's roll to the next clip. Here we go. I don't know what was that clip. I like that. That's true. It's not. Trust me, it is not. 50-50 is not. The best way it was explained to me is whatever area that you're weak in, your partner's supposed to pick up. I'm not saying partner, I'm just saying your wife is supposed to pick up. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to also, it's like, yeah, you're gonna have certain things that individual do better and some stuff that you do better. So like me and my wife, we both know how to cook. My wife wants me to cook certain stuff, even the kids. This is like, my wife get mad once in a while. It's like, oh, we want daddy to make this, so they don't, it ain't no word. It's like, once they say, oh, we want daddy to make this, it's like ribs, dad, they got certain stuff that I do well. They want me to make it. So like macaroni and cheese, roti and all of that stuff. Those are time consuming stuff. They be like, dad, we want some Indian food, some Trini food. You know what I'm saying? Bust it down. My wife, she make her Jamaican food. Yeah, it's off the chain. So my kids understand, and so it's like stuff like that. So cleaning. My wife loves to clean. So well, that's one thing I do like. My wife loves to clean, so she does good at that, I just go outside, clean up the yard outside. It's a 50-50, but if I had to clean, I could clean. My wife used to, if I clean up the house, boy, it's a happy night for me. So, stuff like that. It's not just about finances, and that is true. So understand that, people always think it's just finance. No, it's more than that. The kids, dropping them to camp, all of that comes into play. So yeah, if you think it's just money alone, if you pay if a guy paying 100% of the bill, they kind of control a little bit more of the say and everything. So that's a good point. Let's roll into the next one.
When respect your elders becomes another word for manipulation. Some of us grew up hearing respect your elders. That's good advice until someone changes what respect means. Respect doesn't mean you can't ask questions. Respect doesn't mean you have to accept mistreatment. Respect doesn't mean someone gets a free pass simply because they're older. But some people count on you believing that it does. They'll say, respect your elders, when what they really mean is, don't question me, don't challenge me, stay quiet. Don't tell the truth about what happened. That's not honor. That's not respect. That's control, wearing the clothes of tradition. Some of you were taught that honoring your elders meant staying silent, even when they humiliated you. That love meant enduring what was hurting you. That protecting yourself was rebellion. Listen up. Honoring someone versus enabling them is vastly different. One reflects your character, the other protects theirs from accountability. Don't mistake obedience with honor, silence with peace, or endurance with love. Just because someone tried to convince you it would be disrespectful. Ask the internal question, is this dishonoring them or finally honoring myself? Not everything handed down was meant to be carried. Keep the wisdom, lay down the harm. That's not disrespect, that's discernment. And get out there and have a great day. The world is waiting for something only you can give it.
Yeah, I like what she said. I was on the fence a little bit. It's true. It is true, you know. It could be disguised as manipulation at times. But I've seen some circumstances. This more applies to a community type setting. It doesn't apply to like everyday living, like a inner city living, because there's no community. You can live with, you know, it's like this is for when you have your family, a community of people that you surround yourself with. So that's what a lot of people miss that. It's not, there's certain places here, like here, there's no community. You could live in, once you live in a community, that applies, or you live in a big family, that applies. But not everybody have the same rules. So here in America, I see it's hard. But like where I'm coming from, where I came from, I do see stuff like that. But to go against the grain is even harder. So I understand what she's saying, and it makes sense. Also, it's easier not to question. Once you know right, you don't have to prove it to them. Because the disrespect part, and that because they're older, you know, sometimes it's also easier. And that's where my pushback would be, is like, you don't have to always try to correct it. Because I know I've seen that with my grandma. I asked my grandmother that question a lot, and it speaks volume because what she's saying resonates with me. And I had conversation with my grandmother and them and like older people. I'm like, hey, but what they was doing was wrong. And they said, yes, even though you're right, you don't have to show it. I need you to have, and like she said the right word, discernment, right? By going and telling they're right and showing that you right or whatever the situation is, yes, that also feeds you. But guess what? Yes, we also know what it could also lead to. So that's one of the things where I don't even want to get into this, like West Indian, West Indian parables. So I get their message. So my grandmother used to just say, all right, you're right, but you know, just take it easy and just go about it. And I used to always ask my grandmother questions like that. But why they do that if they tell us it's wrong, but they doing it and they're older? And you know, my grandmother used to say, you can't do nothing around you because you're gonna call it out. And I used to call out hypocrisy. I used to complain all the time as a kid. But my grandmother used to shut me up when we were around. But when we get home, she explained the situation. You know, so that, and I had to learn that, you know, there's a time and a place for everything. So that's when time and place come into play. So I do understand. But what she's saying, I give her credit. That's true. That could be disguised as manipulation, but with wisdom comes understanding. So you learn, and talking to people and having a community, it works. If you're not in a community, that doesn't apply. It doesn't apply. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't apply, because I could tell being here, living around this society, if these people are not following the same rules, young or old, it ain't gonna work, because you all are playing different stuff. So if you're trying to respect your elders don't care about the society that they live in, it ain't gonna work. So that's how I know it only applied to a community, a group of people that are kind of one. You know what I'm saying? So, but good point. I like that. Good point.
This might sound weird for some people, but if I have a friend and my friend has a boyfriend, partner, fiance, husband, I don't want him to follow me on social media. I don't want to have his phone number. I don't ever want to find myself in a position where we are only the both of us and my friend is not there. Like, what are we gonna talk about? Why do you follow me on Snapchat or Instagram? I just think that's weird. And if you think I'm weird for thinking it's weird, then you are weird, because there is no reason for me to have a certain type of proximity with my friends, my sisters, my cousin, partner. Like, there is just no reason for that. I'm sorry, but that's weird.
I understand where she's going, but I never like when people say, "Oh, if you don't see it my way, then you're weird." I think that is weird. I don't like when people do that. It's like the last lady says, a form of manipulation into believing what they believe. So I don't like that. When people do that, I think it's stupid as hell. But what she said, it comes with age and it comes with timing. I sort of do something similar to this, but it's all in how you utilize these platforms. If it's social media, like, and we're working, like, let's say the show, you're working on the show, whatever platform you could connect with people, I'm gonna connect with you on. You know what I'm saying? Some people use tools for business, some people use it for pleasure. You get what I'm trying to say? And it's all on how you see it. So hers is more thinking of it as pleasure. You shouldn't have access to me. But if we're working and we making money and we run it up, I don't care. I'm reaching out. Hey, blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to get with you. I'm trying to connect so we can make some money. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's all on how you utilize the tool and how you see the tool. If you see it as something so someone could get access to you, that's how you're going to see it. But if you see it as a business tool, it's a whole different ball game. It got realtor out here where, yeah, she's probably married, but she has a whole bunch of people, guys and female, right on her social media. That don't mean that she has any ill intention. Same thing with guys. Guys got a whole, it's like this. If you're doing content or your business or your owner or something like that, you got to break out of that whole, oh, you shouldn't have access. You're not in a business frame of mind. You're not in a business frame of mind. You know what I'm saying? So if you have social media and you're trying to connect with people, that's the best way to get yourself out. People got the best way to connect you so you can make that connection, that sale, that whatever it needs to make it to the next step to get your whatever you're trying to do. So when she said it was weird, I was like, well, she's not thinking about money. She obviously thinking about access to her body or access to her so something can happen. Yeah, stuff gonna get weird. Yeah, if you're thinking about one thing that, no. If there's an opportunity that we could collab or do something business-wise, yeah, that's what you talk about. Hey, what are you into? You know, I think it got a certain point. Yeah, that could happen, but who care about that? If I'm trying to make money, I'm not thinking about that. You said you should get a green screen. Nah, this is pretty good. Why do you think I should get a green screen? I do got one too. I could turn on the background if I want to. I could turn on the thing. But yeah, you gotta let me know. Why you think? You don't like the background? But yeah. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it's all in how you're thinking about it and your frame of mind and where you're at in life. Where you at in life. So let's roll into the next clip.
More than anything, it's just trying to figure out how our relationship is, because one of the things we talked about that led to this conversation was I know I needed to set a boundary for myself, and then I was nervous about it because I didn't know how they would respond. And I thought I might, and you've heard me talk about this before, when they were teenagers, I might lose them for a little bit, right? And so it's sort of like, okay, they've made an adult decision. They did something that they thought was important and necessary for them, which was invite their father up for lunch on vacation, on our vacation. But they didn't realize, I think, that their adult decision could result in me making a decision, right?
Right.
That they might not like.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I need more context for that one, but let's see. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on?
I'm late, apparently.
Nah, you just on time, just in time, man.
Hell no, man. Listen, I got a house full of kids. The wife is gone, and I just finished walking a dog around the neighborhood.
You got a dog?
No, it's my nephew's dog. I can't have him peeing or pooping in the house, so I'm like, F it, 3 times a day. He got to get walked. I'm gonna do it the night before the show.
Bruh,
Dog's scary as hell, man.
That dog was not staying in my house, bro. That dog staying outside.
I wish he'd be dead in the morning if I did that.
I know what you mean. Yo, I remember who was it? Yo, one time we let someone let our dog stay, right? And they thought everything out, right? They planned everything out. So it was me and this dog. They said, Winston, all you got to do is feed it and give it water.
Mm-hmm.
The dog threw through the door, through my damn door, right? So where it was in the basement at the other house.
Mm-hmm.
So I let it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't got anything against dog. It's like ain't no damn dog living with me. The dog was only going to stay for about 3 days. And they went on vacation or whatever. It was like a last minute thing. They, so I was like, all right, if that's the only choice, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sitting here running up and down with dog until, I'm opening that dog, let it go outside, do its thing. I'm not sitting here babysitting that shit. So I'll go down, give it water, checked on it, make sure it was all right. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that while it was quiet, it was just chewing up the door. I'm like, yo, that junk ate my door, yo. They laugh, but but it's not the same though. It's not the same. I gotta be honest. It's not the same as having a dog in the island than in America. But you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you're right. Lord, my sister, she had a dog, Snowball. Man, she let Snowball go. Snowball be gone for weeks. And then Snowball just magically come back when she feel like it, get her food, be cooling, and then be gone again. Something about them dogs in the islands, man. They can take care of themselves.
Oh yeah, they be roaming, bro. They be roaming. Like the neighbor, like 4 houses down, homeboy, cool. So
yeah.
But this cat be up here chilling in my damn yard. I mean, I don't got no. It's like I just noticed all of the. It's like he got like 3 or 4 cats here, and them just be chilling in my backyard.
Mm-mm.
They be chilling in my backyard, just chilling. This in the backyard, just chilling. Like, what up, dog? What up?
Mm-hmm.
Just chilling, and don't go in the next neighbor yard. Yo, they skip 2 houses. They skip 2 houses and just be chilling in my backyard, just back there chilling, just chilling. I'll be telling Seneca, get him. Like, ah! But yeah, they cool though. He's like, but yeah, they live down there. They live 3 houses down. 3 houses down. But they come here and chill.
What is that about your backyard? You got catnip back there or something?
So the property next to mine used to be an empty lot.
Yeah.
To be an empty lot. So I guess they used to be in the woods over there hanging out, chilling. So they took that, they built a house on that empty lot. So my backyard is still wide. So they just come and chill over there. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of figured out one day because I used to see them in the woods over there, but now since like 5 years now, 3, but since that house, that lot is gone, yeah, they've been chilling in my yard. But yeah. I was running this clip. Hold on, this one, where is that? Boundaries, but that one didn't have enough context. But I'm gonna roll into the next one, right? I think I did
All
a
right,
lot
all
of
right.
videos. I did a lot of videos. I think I did about 10 already.
I'm about to say, for you to be an hour in, you've been working.
Well, I started on time. On 9, exactly.
Ooh.
I'm used to men that cook more than I do. I'm used to men that clean sometimes as much as or even more than I
Muted. But I do remember this from Tuesday.
Yeah, last week. I think I put triple and double in there last week. So let's see. Let's switch screen and just run it properly. There we go. Let's add you to the screen. Why is that adding you to the screen? Let's go here. Add. Okay, cool. And let's go to.
Ladies, if you and your man are having issues, I'm gonna need you to be smarter on how you handle your emotions, because some of what I see y'all be doing, it's hard to recover from, because then you're wondering why people are treating you a certain way or assuming you're a certain way. You're doing it to yourself. So what do I mean by that? I don't know. Maybe you blasting out the whole argument, the fact that he cheated on you or something, all online, and everyone's like, oh my God, I can't believe, oh my God, he don't know. You know what I'm talking about, right? And then sometimes in the same 24 hours, this is you, right next to him. Girl. And you want people to respect you? You can't even respect yourself. I need you to do better. Make smarter decisions. And if you want to deal with that in silence, girl. You keep putting that out there, people are going to get disrespectful to you. You understand what I'm saying? People are not going to take you serious because you're not taking yourself serious. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. I told you that.
What do you think about this one?
I 100% agree with her. I can't stand when people run to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram with their relationship issues. It's just like, work that out in private. Y'all had a problem in private, work it out in private. Once you bring that to the public, yes, you open your relationship to scrutiny, to comments, to crazy looks on the street, and it's just not worth it. If you want to fight for your relationship or any issue that you're going through, period, keep it behind closed doors. Saying love and hip hop.
I respect that. I like it because this is how a lot of people get information that they're not supposed to. Right? And if the relationship is able to be mended, now everybody knows your business and they look at you guys a certain way. So whoever was trying to help now shies away from helping you again because you put yourself back in a predicament, and the ones who had an opinion now sees you differently, or now you have people hating you because of the situation. So yeah, I never liked that. I don't understand, and for the life of me, I hate when guys do it because it shows that they're a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. You see when dudes do it, like go online and it's like they like, oh, she was supposed to do. I'm like, what, bruh? It's a thing called character, and people forget when they go out there and try to blast people. The next person in line ain't seeing this. You get what I'm trying to say? Yo, you could lose potential people because you think it's cool to blast someone. It only works. Hold on. It only works if you already got somebody in the cut and you try to prove something to them. You get what I'm trying to say? But if you don't got somebody in the cut, that shit ain't gonna work because, and then again, some people don't care. But what you got?
No, it's just messy. It's just messy. Mind you, people gonna always give their opinions one way or the other, but if they don't know, they can't speak.
Yeah.
So
what she's saying is facts, though. I like it. Definitely like it. Let's roll into the next one. Here we go. Oh, this one is 5 seconds. We gotta delete this one. I ain't doing no 5-second clip.
When you're dating around, it's like you kind of have to show your best self, and that usually means spending money.
Flowers.
Going out to dinner, going out to lunch, taking the train to their house, taking an Uber to work.
It's tough to find love as a young person in 2026. It's also expensive. 52% of unmarried young adults ages 22 to 35 say not having enough money is their biggest barrier to dating.
Particularly in certain parts of the United States and around the world, going on a single date, this can be a multi-$100 investment and decision.
It's definitely gotten more expensive to go out.
I think I'm spending about $100.
The average cost for a date in America, including grooming and gas money, is $189. That's up 12.5% from $168 in 2025. Affordability has been top of mind for many Americans, and dating life is evidently no exception.
Maybe if you're going on a bunch of dates in a week, then it starts to, add up. And at that point, you should think about going on less dates and being a little bit more intentional about your time.
Experts say this isn't just impacting the romantic aspects of life. It's compounded by financial strains.
What you get with young adults is kind of this negative feedback loop of I go on first date after first date after first date after first date. It doesn't go anywhere. And now I'm kind of sitting back and I'm not just looking at the one date. I'm thinking about the thousands of dollars that I've invested into early dating experiences that haven't led to significant relationships.
But not every young person is giving up. Some are getting creative.
You can make a date with no money, make someone feel very special. Come on now. Like, that's not. If some man took me on a hike, I would be so happy. Like, come on.
That would be the best.
Like, what the f? Like, that's free.
Give yourself a budget and let's see how much food we can get for like $20. That's fun.
Despite the difficulties around dating for Gen Z, research shows that more dating means more romantic success.
Generally speaking, we do find that most people that continue to invest in their relationships, that continue to put themselves out there, tend to have success, even though it is a lot more complex than it has been before.
To put that in Gen Z terms,
be yourself.
Don't be a poser. Don't be a LARPer. Be who you are, show up as your true self, and then your person will come for you.
You're never too broke to start falling in love.
True. The money don't matter when you feel something.
Oh,
What?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I was laughing through this whole shit.
Jeez.
I was laughing. Yo, $189 for one date.
Couldn't be me.
It could.
2 for $20 at Chili's? What?
What happened to that? Yo,
and that's good food.
That's good. Yo,
mind you, I know that women out here will be, oh, you a brokey. What? Well, then you don't want no food, and it's good food. You don't want no fajita. You don't want no appetizer. You don't want the dessert. Please. That means you wasn't worth it to begin with.
let me tell you, Brandon. And I know you said you know this restaurant, Sunshine's. It used to be right next to the Trinidad and Tobago Club. It used to be a fried chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. It's gone. I don't know if it's still there or not.
And Channa's now?
I don't know. I haven't been there in years.
Lord, yeah, I think it's Channa's. Everybody named Mama be going to Channa's. Boy.
Yo.
Right there.
So that spot right there, let me tell you, that's how I used to live. Yo, and let me tell you, I go in there with $10, I come out with fried chicken, jerk chicken, and rice. Yo, when I learned that earlier on, yo, I went in there and it's like, yo, I used to bring my food with me wherever I go. It's like, because I was picky. You know what I'm saying? That probably lasted me 2 days. And I remember one time I met this young lady and I had some food. I'm like, yo, what up? You say I got some food, blah, blah, blah. Yo, she's like, yo, best food I ever had, whatever. That was a little date. Yo, and I was like, yo, she's like, yo, if you coming, can you bring some more of that food? Yeah, I was only paying like $10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like $10, yo. Because back then the boxes weren't thin like this. You were getting the big boxes and it was all chicken, all fried chicken, chopped up with chicken gravy on it. You know what I'm saying? Stewed chicken gravy on it. That's $5. You get the jerk chicken with $5, same amount, and you like, yo, let me get a little bit of rice or whatever. I wasn't eating the rice. I was just eating pure chicken. You know what I'm saying? And inside they give they smush it over a little bit and give you some of that the steamed cabbage with carrots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all you need. That's all you need. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where they're getting. Could it be this generation is trying to be bougie and order lobster and all these high-end food, steaks and all of that?
I mean, that's what it sounds like. And too often I've heard of people going on these first dates where, the guy will be conservative, get something small, but then the girl go all out, and it's just like, if I don't, I'm not gonna get another date. But then you don't get one anyway.
Yeah, you got to be able to step up and say, it's like, you got to be able to step up and say, yo, this is my budget, yo. And that's the next way to also see, because it's like this. If I got this, I'm telling you exactly what I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you exactly what I got, because it's not worth it. Why go broke just for one date? A date doesn't guarantee anything.
I mean, it does open the door, but then you got women from like a couple weeks ago. Habibi ain't want to get the cheese for the burger, and that gave her the ick. It's just like, come on, man. I'm trying to find the one, and because I'm trying to be, a little short with the change, now you don't want to deal with me no more. It's crazy.
I'm glad when I see chicks like that. I never come across any like that, because most chicks are always down to earth. Yo, best thing you could do as a dude is ask a chick what they like. That's the easiest thing to do. Yo, most ladies that I've dealt with, you just ask them what they like, and they gonna tell you. If a chick like burgers or whatever like that, or a burger place that's reasonable. Once they start saying steak, you're not going to a steakhouse, player. Or once they start saying high-end stuff, we not going there. That's why, it's communication for a reason. You as a man got to be able to sit down and vet and see what she like. Oh, what you like to eat. You know what I'm saying? That's how this going to go. Hey, what's up? What you want to do? Hey, yeah, we could go out and eat. What you eat? Oh, lobster, steak, blah, blah, blah. Oh, so we not going there. Let me tell you what we going to do. Over here to that Chinese buffet, you know what I'm saying? You going to plan according to your pockets. If she like the place or she don't like the place, that's on her. Oh, I thought we was gonna go. Oh, no. You could come up with your reason, your excuse, all of that. You got enough time to talk her down or talk her up on this date. You gotta have skills.
No, I agree with you 100%. But 2026, you out here changing up the plan after you ask her what she like. You ain't getting no second date. You about to spend that money so she can eat in front of you, barely say nothing, and order the dessert.
So didn't the plan work? Because you're gonna save money regardless. You didn't have to spend that money.
I'm gonna be mad that I'm sitting across from a woman that don't want to talk to me because I took her to the Royal Buffet in East Hartford. That's a problem.
Peace. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. It's so easy for you, but it's just like, hey, you asked her on a date for a reason. This is an attractive woman. This is somebody who my hormones is going for. I'm trying to breed her.
Yeah, but true.
And I'm just gonna let her go.
And, it's like this. If the first date you can't maintain it, or you don't have the money, you think you're gonna make it to the second or third date?
We're hoping a prayer.
Right.
Maybe she like my personality.
She get a free meal and move on to 10 the next day.
She was gonna do it anyway.
Exactly. So let her do it on the $20 budget.
Lined up. I don't know, man. We get the 2 for $20 at Chili's, and the next thing you know, dude, take her out of Capitol Grill.
I respect that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta see where your budget is, or you gotta be a man like, I don't got that this week. You know what I'm saying?
You're losing stock when you say you don't got it. That's the problem.
Bruh. Yo, even if you got it or you don't got it, I see dudes that got it say that like, yo, I don't got it. I don't got it.
Yeah,
You
but
got
they okay
J's
with
on.
letting the women's leave, you know?
But dudes leave with their money. So if it's a dude that leave with his money, I guess he gotta pay. I
It
ain't
couldn't be
leading with
me.
money, so
Me neither. Hell no. You gonna love me for me, and that's it. If not, it
exactly.
was nice to know you.
Exactly. All right, let's roll into the next clip.
Come on.
So, when you're thinking, I don't want to play detective in a relationship anymore. I just want someone who doesn't lust over random people online. I don't think that's asking for too much, really, because most people aren't tired of social media. They're tired of wondering, tired of checking who somebody follows, tired of feeling like they have to gather evidence before they can trust the person they're with. And honestly, that is so exhausting. A relationship shouldn't feel like you're constantly trying to figure out what's happening behind your back. I think that's why so many people reach a point where they just stop asking for promises. They stop asking for explanations. They just start wanting some peace. The kind of peace where your mind isn't racing every time they pick up their phone. Because after you spent enough time playing detective, you realize the relationship that you really wanted was the one where you never felt like you had to investigate in the first place.
She got a good point. If you got to play detective, something wrong.
I'm gonna go anti today. Hell no.
Go ahead.
Play
Explain your point. Go ahead.
detective. You listen here. If you playing detective in the first place, you obviously got burned once or twice before, maybe more than that. There's nothing wrong with doing your homework, your due diligence to make sure you ain't getting played, because you could put so much work, effort, and patience into a relationship only to find out, man, they over there on the poly group on Facebook trying to set up a throuple. That's when you get to walk away. Hey, I seen you was on this group. I ain't with that. If you don't, person could be running around on you. You never know. Ain't nothing wrong with checking. So you make sure you in the clear. Play detective, y'all.
Right. I agree with what you're saying. There's some level of discernment you need to have, right? You definitely need to have a level of discernment, and you just can't see red flags and just continue walking and acting like you don't see them. You get what I'm trying to say? But if you gotta now start trying to get into this person's phone, see what they're at, see what you're doing, or you don't trust them, that respect is really gone. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. For me, we ain't even gonna go down that path. Anybody could get played. Anyone could get played. You get what I'm trying to say? And time won't tell. Time always reveal whatever you do in the dark gonna come to the light. Let's put it like that. Whatever you do in the dark is gonna come to light. It may not come today, tomorrow, whatever, but it's generally gonna come to light. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel yourself uneasy or around this person, or you don't feel secure, why invest? You know what I'm saying? Because like she said, you could tell she got played. You could, I don't know 100%, but you could see she got that. But you know what's the funniest thing? I'm gonna say this, Brandon. I'm old enough to now see how, right? Even that lady got burned and you just wanted to get in. It's funny. I see both sides. I see how I could talk to that lady. You ever see stuff like that?
Yeah, man. It's easy to woo her like, hey, man, open my heart to you. You can have the codes to my phone. I'm right on the level with you.
And
have your
like
little burner phone.
Exactly, because it's like this. Ladies, I was saying like this. be careful of going to social media and expressing certain things, because guys now kind of have the edge on how to approach you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Guys now have the edge on how to. They basically see their way in. That's all I'm saying. Guys see their way in. Oh, that's the problem. Okay, cool. We gonna take that angle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Ladies gonna think
Putting
of
your
it 'cause-
vulnerabilities out there.
Yeah, ladies put their vulnerabilities out there because it's like this. If you look at all these social media posts, they explain something. Yo, I think at times I could see, like, I'm a married man, but I could see a lot of chicks just putting a vulnerability on there. You got certain dudes that pick up on that junk, and that's their angle, that's their play, that's their way in.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely their way in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I definitely I like it. I should reword it. I definitely see when a lot of ladies or people come to the internet, you see their vulnerabilities. Even though they're trying to share stuff, you see their vulnerabilities and where or what angle they're taking. If you're paying attention, you know?
Yep.
Let's roll into this clip.
Some of y'all ain't gonna like this question. Can men and women really just be friends? And before you answer, I'm talking about when you're in a relationship. Because everybody says, that's just my friend. Okay, cool. But does your friend know they're just your friend? Can y'all text every day? Hang out? Go to lunch? Be alone with each other? What about that best friend who was there before your relationship? And be 100% honest. If your relationship ended right now, would that friend only want friendship with you? Or would they want something more? See? Got real quiet up in there now. You ain't got nothing to say. I'm Al, and I talk about the stuff that people think about, but they don't want to say. Follow me, then tell me in the comments, can you have opposite sex friends while you're in a relationship?
That one is a 50-50.
It's very complicated, to say the least.
Yeah. Because that friend label is weird, though. See, in a relationship, to call is if it's business, it probably could work. But if it's not business, it becomes a little bit complicated. Yeah, you could probably. Yeah, it's 50-50. Because if you're not attracted to him, hell yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I done seen beautiful ladies that don't move. You got some ladies that are beautiful that don't move you. So hell yeah, that could work. You ain't trying to do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but it becomes awkward when it's like this. Yeah, it becomes hard when it's like, yo, hell no, I can't do it. I don't trust myself. That's when it comes difficult. You know what I'm saying?
I don't feel like I've ever met or been friends with a woman that's stunning for me to be like, what the hell? We can't be friends. You know? Like, I will note a woman's beauty. By the time I done met you, I've already decided if I'm gonna breed you or not. But that's just the things we do in our own minds. But, like, you know, if I'm in a relationship, yeah, we cool. You know, as long as it's, you know, damn, it comes back to what you said. Because I had a work wife that I used to speak to frequently. And if the woman was not older than me significantly, or like, yeah, I'm not attracted to her, it probably would have gave my wife cause to worry. But she knew better. She was like, oh, no, that's just such and such. I know you know, that's your work wife. And I was like, yeah, don't even say that. But, you know, we talked more than yeah, it's friendship. It's friendship. So on the outside looking in, it do look crazy.
I think ladies more so have more guy friends than like we have female friends. Because I'm not saying we could like now that I'm older, yeah, it got certain shit that I don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain like now that I'm mature, I could do it. You get what I'm trying to say? But don't invite me to no party with no liquor and all of that. No. You gotta know where and when, because being younger showed me that shit. It's like, yo, if you want something, you gotta protect it. You get what I'm trying to say? And if you're placed in that environment, you don't know, yo, I don't see shit just go from 0 to 100 and be like, yo, how did I get here? How is this happening right now? You know what I'm saying? So I learned it's like, yeah, I could be cool with you, I can hang around with you, but you know, it's those weird setting that you put yourself in, you know, that those things can happen. You know what I'm saying? Even at work too, weird shit can happen. So but like me, like now, I think I'm older and much mature, where I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We could talk, I could hang around with you, I could call you, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta be real with yourself. You gotta be real with yourself. It's like this. It's like I've been around a lot of beautiful ladies, and I'm like, yo, first I tell them I got a wife. I'm not hiding that shit from nobody. Yo, I got a wife. I'm thinking I could only do so much before you cross the line and you start flirting and shit. You could tell. You know what I'm saying? You could tell. You know, like as a man, you got to know. It's like if a chick if a chick is well endowed, you could tell, and you tell them like you know. But I think it's all in talking. It's all in talking. Some ladies you can let them know it's like, hey, you're beautiful, you know, so I gotta stay away. Or some chicks is like you can't tell them that because they might get the wrong impression. So
right.
That's why I say it's 50-50, because you may not be interested. That's the ones that you got to be worried about. Is the ones that you may not be interested in, but they're interested in you. Those are the ones that are a little bit harder. The ones that you yourself could control is slightly, but the ones that they touching and feeling and they giving you hints, you're like, oh no. Those are a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? Because it could catch you off guard. Off guard. You know what I'm saying? Off guard. But what do you do? You know what I'm saying? Because ladies, I got some ladies that will put it up on you and work, or not like in a thing. If a lady like you, they come by, bump you with their butt, just rub it all on your belly or whatever. Like, what? But you gotta be man enough to. Can you handle that? And the worst thing is telling your wife.
Ooh, instant fight.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta be real with it. And I know it's gonna have that other crowd that like, but you keeping stuff from your wife. It's like you don't gotta tell your wife everything. You know what I'm saying?
It's a catch-22. It's
a catch-22. So I would say it's a 50-50. I think this is the best conversation. It's 50-50. You gotta know yourself and you gotta know the environment. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know the environment. The weird thing I'm gonna say out loud is to address this question and be upfront with yourself is it comes apart when you talk to a lady that you know that something could happen and you're able to discern it and be like, yo, if something was happening, you know. So it's like you kind of avoid it. Let me be a little bit clear. As a man, you know when a lady would give you a chance. You get what I'm trying to say? It's the weird ones where you're trying to chase it and it leads you into these weird rabbit holes. You know, once you talk to a lady long enough, you know something could happen. Do you act on it or don't act on it? But if you're married, you're not, it was like this, once in a while, you can't. It's like, if you're trying to pursue it, yes, you would end up in that bad predicament. You'll end up in that bad predicament, but it's like this. Actually, like for me, I look at it from that standpoint of saying, hey, if I know I can, why the hell am I trying to pursue something? I got a wife. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yep.
And the opposite is true for the opposite side. It's like, yo, I don't like this chick. So what I don't know. It was like, what the hell is going on? Ain't nothing going. But it's like once you get to a clear understanding, you know what I'm saying? It's like you come to a clear understanding. It's like, ain't nothing there for me. As a man, this is it. This going on in your head. There's nothing there for me. I'm married. I got what I want. It's like this. Yeah. Most guys go through that line of thought in their head and they feel they need to act on it. I'm not saying you might see that beautiful woman and sometimes like, damn, I gotta go home. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take yourself away from it. Being married doesn't stop you from being attracted to other people. In that sense. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't stop you. And once you understand all of that, it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be faithful to what you and God, you went to church for in front of God. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You got to be real with
so
that.
many people. They throw it away for a quick fling with somebody you done had, and it wasn't worth it. It was never worth it.
Nah. Yeah, you probably might have fun, but the reality is who's going to get hurt? Who's going to get hurt? It's either you confess to your loved ones, or you confess and tell this person. Somebody going to end up in an entanglement where someone fall in love with someone else. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to understand the situation and stay clear from it. Stay real far from it. Because that's the same thing with lust. They got lust in the Bible and they explain all of that to you. They explain all of that to you. They say flee from it. Why they tell you flee from it? Because they know. You know what I'm saying? That shit would wrap you up. It would devour you. So like he said, it's a 50-50. You got to know who you are, know the people that surround you, and know the boundaries. Because trust me, the same way because what I was going to go down that path, I was going to go down is the one with the ladies that are touchy-feely. Ladies don't, most people don't know we got ladies out there. They would check. They would feel that shit. They would rub up on you. You got ladies out there touchy-feely. They tell you, I want some of that. You know what I'm saying? You be like, if you don't leave me that for long, man.
You got to stop.
If you don't leave me alone, but the reality is, it's like you got to be a man and just walk away from that situation. You know what I'm saying? If it comes too persistent and now, it's like you become more of a. They will call you like a bitch if you kind of complain. You know what I'm saying? If it's on a lady, that's harassment.
100%. You losing
That's
your
harassment.
job.
You know what I'm saying? That's harassment. So the ladies do that shit to guys on a regular. So, and what you find out too is most ladies, I can't say most, there's a percentage of women that like guys that are married. You know that?
They come out the woodwork. It's like, where was you when I was single?
Yeah, you got ladies. It was like, oh, he married? You got ladies that like guys that are married. They like them established because you know how to be in a relationship. So ladies, I was like, oh, that's his girl. I could take. They start offering like, yeah, you gotta be careful of it. You know what I'm saying? But it got a lot of dynamics. So I say it's 50-50, but I'm more on you got to know yourself. Yeah, I don't know if you got anything closer to that. I just had to lay that one. The rest is my
I like that approach. It's definitely 50-50.
Yeah, it's 50-50. You got to know yourself. But trust me, if that lady is beautiful, do not put yourself in that predicament. It will devour your ass.
This one is in relationship. Is it a red flag if your partner is still friends with the ex? This one is in relationship. Is it a red flag if your partner is still friends with the ex? Yes. Yeah. No. Bring a look up. Well, you friend with your ex. I know that, But the ex, you're mad. You're mad! You don't need no more friends. Your ex is in the past. He's friends with your ex and saying yes. If I am friends with my ex, it doesn't matter. If you was friends with your ex, it does matter. Problem. Yeah. Because I'm not insecure. I show up myself. I try looking. Make it okay, ex right now. You want to leave me alone! I don't want you! Stop calling me! Stop trying to answer me!
Yeah, I had to pull that clip. They was yelling too much. But the context of the story is, could you be friends with your ex?
What do you say? You go first.
Me, all depends. I'm saying no, but I'm telling you, I see a real life example where people were still friends and they were cool. You know what I'm saying? I seen two ladies. They were older than me, but growing up, I seen it. Where it's like, but it all depends on who. You know what I'm saying? Because not every relationship is serious. You know what I'm saying? Not every relationship was as serious. So, but yeah, I think it would be a problem. But some people they can. For some people they can, but for the most part, for me, I'm thinking this is like 60-40, depending on how the situation went down. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm gonna say that if you did not have some kind of horrible end to your relationship, absolutely you can.
Oh, he did a Joe Biden on us.
It's important that we become mature individuals. And wait, what? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you. You good? You're back. You're back.
No, so we got to be mature individuals. And just because we're not together no more doesn't mean that we can't still be friends. We started out somewhere. So at the end of the day, just because we're not in a relationship no more doesn't mean that we can't still check in on each other. We can still talk. We can still go get lunch once in a while. You know, we got to be mature about it. It's childish when you can't be friends with your ex, again, unless it's not some kind of dog fight, drag out thing. Why not?
I think that terminology needs to be explained. You know why? Because there's a difference between like when they say ex, right? What are we talking about? Ex-wife, ex-baby mother? You know what I'm saying? Or
all the above.
It's different.
All the above.
No, it's different levels.
All the above.
Ex-wife? No. Ex-baby mother? What? Hell no. But like a girl that you hang. What?
My ex-wife? Hell yeah. I could be friends with my ex-wife because guess what? We shared a life together. All right. We may have had kids together. We may have done so many things, trips, just experiences, but we shared a life. And it didn't work out. But guess what? We can still be great, great friends. All right.
I'm sorry for you. Your ass gonna end up in divorce.
What? Listen. Any situation, it's a maturity thing. If you're my ex-baby mother, guess what? We made a child together. We had some fun. We still connected for the rest of our days through that child. It's all gravy. That's my homeboy. That's my Ace Boom Coon. We out here co-parenting or not co-parenting, whatever. Maturity.
Nope. Player.
What?
Player. Let me tell you this. You see how you see it? That's how you see it. But that's not how they see it. And that's not how your girl gonna see it. Your girl gonna see it as this is somebody that has a leg up on you if anything goes wrong. So it's like this. Yo, you remember we watched the clip where the dude had his girl, where the guy's sister invited his ex to the party, and he was with his new girl because the whole family knew his ex.
Is that the Spanish one?
I think so. And no, it was a black lady. I don't think I ever rolled that clip. I got it in the Rolodex. I still got that clip. So it's in the archives. But yeah, so it was her birthday, and she was cool with her brother's girlfriend, and now she's her ex. So she asked him if she could come to the party, And he said, all right, but his new girlfriend wasn't with it. So you see, that's where that whole thing, it comes awkward, yo. Because no matter whatever you do is going to be like you're in the limelight, or you're trying to compete, or why is that person hanging around? You know what I'm saying? Because now you gotta, it's like this. You telling me her ex-boyfriend still hanging around and you there? You don't want that.
It don't matter. I'm hitting it now. It's my turn. It's not your turn no more. It's my turn.
I respect that. I definitely respect that. You got to be on your game, you know, but I know.
Everything is how you deal with it. Even when you saying like, oh, it's mad awkward, the girlfriend going to be thinking she got a leg up. Man, none of that matters. She got to be the one to deal with the problem the same way you had to be mature enough to deal with it. We are human beings. We have connections with people. They work out, sometimes they don't. But guess what? We can still go on. Like, what's the point in cutting somebody off? It just don't make sense.
Man, cut them off.
What?
Not
hell no.
Cut them off.
Listen, Jesus said, when they hit you, give them the other cheek. if the big homie can say it, why can't we?
I understand.
It may not be ideal. It may not be realistic, but damn it, try it out, people.
I understand. I get you. All right, let's roll into the next clip.
Just get it.
Adult children, this part is for you. Some of you were setting boundaries and you were using.
Play, what you think about this one?
Listen. It's probably just because it's my own experience coming up or whatever, but I'm biased. At the end of the day, I lost my father when I was 23, and I would give anything to have that relationship back. My mom, she's still living. We're great. But at the end of the day, I'm old school. I don't care if that woman disrespect me, talk about me crazy. That's my mama. And I'm still going to be there. I'm going to still let her be there, because once you close that door or you using silence to punish them, you don't know what could come around the corner. We're here today and we're going tomorrow. God forbid you going through it with your parent because you want to punish them or whatever, and boom, they die. You will have that regret for the rest of your days. So I don't give a damn what kind of relationship you could have with your parents, man. Take it while you got it.
Exactly. I respect that. Like both my parents are still here. My dad lives in Mass. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He called me once in a while. I call him once in a while. You know, my mom is all the way in the island, so she just stopped by. She chilled out. She hang with me. I don't think I ever really had like a point where I not talk to my parents. Like growing up, I don't think I ever disrespected my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My father, how we speak is a whole different conversation because that's how he talks. So the language is like, when I was a kid, my father would let me curse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like how we speak is like, I don't like, the older I get, it's like, oh, if he cursed, I don't gotta, but I could curse around my dad when I was young. So it's like, I could be like, F that, F this, blah, blah, blah. That's how that was his vernaculars and how he speaks. So it's like, if I used it back, he didn't see it as a sign of disrespect. But if I say F you, that's a sign of disrespect. So it's more of, if we talking, how my father raises, he raises like he treated us like we were men when we were little boys. So if we working, he basically said on a construction site or whatever, guys gonna talk like guys. You know what I'm saying? So he was into construction, and on construction site, guys would curse. So he kind of primed it so we could understand, hey, they working, people gonna talk however they want to talk, and that's how people talk. You know what I'm saying? So you don't get offended or whatever. It's like you gonna hear a bad word, you on the job site, you're a grown man, you working. So growing up, I used to curse. You know what I'm saying? But I get home, my mom be whooping my ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my dad would allow it, but my mom would whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's like But yeah, so like talking to him, profanity, but like now that we get older, I don't even, I talk to my dad, I could talk to him without cursing, but so that's why I was kind of breaking it down. Like growing up, it's like talking to my father. It's like every other word he said would like be a bad word. You know what I'm saying? But I could use a bad word back, but in the conversation, like, no, ain't that, no, blah, blah, blah. And he wouldn't think, but my mom hated it. She hated that. But it's like, I never took, it's like, and I had to have discernment. I would never talk to my mom like that. Or because it's like this, you have the rest of the family. He was the only person I could talk to like that. But like everybody else in the family, they seen that as so disrespectful, yo. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I said all that to say is like, yeah, so the way how people might hear me speak to my father is slightly unusual, but that's how we communicate. You know what I'm saying? People probably look like, yo, why you ain't get that? No, we're not arguing. We just talking about the conversation. He's passionate about his side. I'm passionate about my side. You know what I'm saying? All people hear is the profanity and be like, oh, like, no, we good. We talking. You know what I'm saying? We good. There ain't nothing wrong. It's like this. It's like, but yeah, it's cool though. But I gotta go see him more though. But yeah, we be having those weird conversations. I think the last time I went up there, we were speaking about politics, Trump.
Yeah.
What was it? The war in Iran or whatever. That whole thing. Yo, it was 8:00. And he doesn't really have neighbors next to him. He has a couple lots. So he house, lot, next lot, empty lot, and a house. And the next lot. The whole street used to have houses. It's funny over time. It's like all the houses just got broken down. And now he got like 2 or 3 lots in before the next house and 2 to 3 houses before the next house. Yo, the 2 houses, I don't know. That was weird. His house is the only house that remained on the block. He's in the middle, and all the other houses on there, 2 burned down, 1 just got, and the other 2 just got demolished. But me and him, we're talking, and we loud as hell. And it's 7:00, and me and him talking about politics, and we're not talking like, like how me and you right here. We acting like he halfway across the block, and we're like, nah, and we loud as. That's the kind of conversation we have, and we talk. We're loud. You know what I'm saying? It's like West Indians, they expressive and extra loud. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, damn.
Absolutely.
It's 7:00 in the morning, and we talking loud about Trump and who's right and who's not right. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? Just going through the whole thing. And if someone would definitely call the cops, but they would think it's an altercation. You know what I'm saying? They'll definitely think it's an altercation, but yeah. But mom, nah, never got into it. My mom's always, if I'm upset or whatever, even at a grown age, my mom, like I said, my mom would always be like, when you cool off, it is what it is. You probably have your reason for what you do, but never disrespect my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Never disrespect my mom. She gave me no reason to ever disrespect her. But let's roll into. You want to do one more? Or we could land it there. Let's land it.
No. Let's do. No. We can do another one.
Let's see. Let's go with this dude. You got a 5-minute one. You want to do the 5-minute one?
Hell yeah. Let's hit the 2.
Well, let's hit the 5-minute one. Here we go.
My son said you were being rude to him, and I was trying to figure out what was going on.
No, actually, your son was being rude to me. When I came out on my patio, they were playing some type of ball right there. And I came on my patio and I said, can y'all go play over there because y'all playing with that ball too close to people's cars? And he said, well, which one is your car? And I said, it doesn't matter which one is my car. And then I said, it doesn't matter whose car, but you guys are playing too close to people's cars. And I said, all you have to do is go play in the grass right there with the ball. He said, well, I got a question. And I said, what's your question? Which one of these cars is yours? I said, it doesn't matter which car is mine. And then he said, you don't know who my mama is. Bitch, my mama will beat your ass. And then I said, well, then go get your mother so I can talk to your mother. He said, you don't even know who the fuck I am. That's exactly what he said. So I wasn't being rude. Now, my voice was raised, but I wasn't being rude until you said, I'll cuss you out. And I said, I'm going to cuss your ass back out. No, I don't like how you're talking to me. I don't like how you're talking to me, bro. I'm explaining to him what I said to you. You're talking to me like I don't like how you're talking to me. This is my son. You don't have to talk to me. No, I'm his son. I trust to you. I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. See, you think I care about that shit? You think I care about none of that shit? I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
We grew up in an era where we respect our.
Now, I'm glad you played this one. This really does speak to the youth today, and it's a horrible situation. We just talking about how we don't disrespect our parents and this and that, but today these kids don't give a damn, as you clearly saw, and
yeah,
that's all of them.
When you see kids like that, kids don't got no respect for their parents. If
they don't,
I
but
tell
mind
my
you,
kid,
both of them in the picture though. That's the thing that killed me.
right? But what I was getting at is when you see kids like this,
mm-hmm.
the parents don't really have control, because if I'm standing there and you got the nerve to talk over me while I'm talking to somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't shut the hell up, you get what I'm trying to say? Because it's like this.
100%.
If grown people are talking, shut up. They lost control of that child. He was ready to square up on a friggin' old lady.
An old woman.
An old lady that was just telling his father the situation. Oh, I don't like how you talking to me. She ain't even talking to you. She ain't even talking to you. You can imagine what he's doing to his age group. Now that's why now you understand why Ray and them strap with for people like that. You know what I'm saying? They got the switch. You know what I'm saying? That's why these dudes don't have no remorse for when they gotta show people like, oh, you brought like, all right, I got the switch for that. So it's like, even though it's a bad situation, these are the stuff that I see it I can't say I see it every day because I ain't in the hood no more. But I seen it where it's like, yo, some dudes, they just don't care. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about life because they're in bad predicaments. So just because your situation is bad, they try to push that on everyone. Not everybody is in drama. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you share your piece.
It's definitely just a change in the times. I came up in a time you had to respect your elders, whether you knew them or not. If a person was older than you, you showed respect. You didn't come out your mouth sideways. Yes, sir. No, sir. Respect. I don't know where that died on the vine between our generation and the next, but the way these kids be talking to people nowadays, they don't care if it's a stranger. They're going to talk to you like somebody off the streets, and it just doesn't make sense. I don't know why their parents is allowing this. I don't know why their parents not correcting them. But if anybody come up to my mother and start talking to them like that, I'm swinging on you. I don't care how old you are. At the end of the day, respect. You need to learn it. It needs to be taught. And I don't know where it's gone with this generation, but it need to come back because they're going to end up raising a generation of kids that's going to do worse. I just don't get it.
I talked about this a little bit earlier in the show. It's that sense of community is gone. Respecting your elders only works in a community that follows that principle. It doesn't work if you live in an urban society where that same kid that doesn't know respect your elders or his family doesn't know it. It doesn't work because I could be respecting you and you don't care about me respecting you. And you're showing me disrespect. So at that point, you got to see, like she did. I like what she did. From the time he said, all right, let me just close my door. It ain't nothing to say, yo, I am not finished that conversation with that parent. That conversation done. You showed me you don't have control of your son. And he's a liability to you. You know what I'm saying? It's a liability. From the time you start seeing kids become liabilities, like, yo, you gotta shape up or ship out. You know what I'm saying? And this is where we're like, yo, I'll never kick my kid out. But now you gotta become, yo, the liability. This is how we end up with that lady in New York, deputy, on the drive-by with the son. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what?
Yep.
You gotta set hard boundaries. Like, yo, this is what it is. You making me look bad. And I'm not scared to tell my kids that at all. Like, yo, if I wanted to, I could be out there. I could be out there doing whatever I want. I choose to invest my time into my kids. You know what I'm saying? I choose you. I choose to be there for you. If you're not choosing for me to be there or whatever, or you, it's like, yes, you're going to grow up and make your own decisions, but just definitely know that your decisions also affect me. The same way if I make bad decision affects you, same way you make your decision also affects me. But once you get to a certain age, you're responsible for all your actions. While you're in my care and my custody, my rules.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My rules. No way that little boy's supposed to be about 14, 15? And bruh, your ass don't find your own house tonight. That reality check of where you gonna live and where you gonna sleep, put that fear into these people. But we gonna land it there. You know, it was a good show. I started on time.
Hey, I came in at the halfway mark, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still trying to do my part.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate it. But yeah, so next week we're gonna be here Tuesday. I'm gonna be on time again. You know what I'm saying? Set it up. We're gonna be here. I promoted the Lime Buddha store. The Lime Buddha store is there. I'll let you do the final thoughts. 1 second. Let me pull up the Lime Buddha store right quick.
All right.
I got it up. The Lime Buddha store is live. Also now, let's see. I can pull it across. 1 second. Let's close that. I can pull it across. Let's go to YouTube. I also added I just opened a members group. So I've been monetized for almost close to a year and a half.
Okay.
Close to 2 years. I just opened a membership. So if you want to support the channel, I'm trying to see if I could go to the. Now there should be a join button. I'm on mine, so I can't see it. But yeah, if you wanted to, once you go to the channel, you supposed to be able to see the join the members where you could contribute to the channel by just going to join in the different tiers that I have there. So definitely you guys could lock in, join the crew. So Brandon, we set up the membership group. We got a little bit of incentive to people to become members to the channel. One of them I was thinking, I think I worded it loosely, but probably we do like a little, like how we do how we be in the back room sometimes in the beginning or after, we probably have like a little stage where we could have a little round table talk. We could probably record it offline, but it ain't gonna be live. Probably like once in a month. Once it get big, you know what I'm saying? Where people come in, we just hang out, chill for the limelights. I call it the limelights. So let me see if I can pull it up. I probably got to go incognito because when I pull it up in Minds, it shows me. It just kind of brings me to my page. But if I go to let me pull it up. Give me 1 second, guys. Incognito. Go to YouTube. Line with us. Yeah. So go here. Okay, yeah, I can pull this one across. Here we go. Bang. Here we go. So here, now we got it right here. See? So we currently live. This is it. Yep. So you click join. You got to be signed in, but you can just click join and it gives you the different tiers. You can also hit subscribe. So yeah, we got the membership button here, and we could build that community so we can start to grow it. Get some motion going, you know. I've been a little hesitant to set it up for a while though, but you know, like now is the right time to kind of set it up so you guys could support the channel. We got the store up, we got the merch, and we got the community. We got to start building, growing. And I got to get active too. I got to get back active. I've been keeping the live show going, but I haven't been doing the shorts and the shorts and the short format content. So the reacting. So I'm going to start getting back to that. I'm almost done with the project that I'm working on. So we got that coming. So once I get that out the way, you guys to see more content. Are we gonna see anything from Mr. Knight?
What you talking about?
I'm playing.
I'm here Tuesdays and Thursdays, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know the drill.
Definitely. Oh, and he does photography too. So if you guys in the Hartford, Connecticut area, we got to shut him out. He does photography, wonderful pictures. So definitely. Yeah, you did. You was out there on Saturday taking pictures of the girls on the carnival, the West Indian parade. So you could hit him up. You know what I'm saying? And his Cash App there too. You know what I'm saying? Right now he's taking care of the kids. You know what I'm saying? So give him a shout out. I'll let you handle closing. What you got? Let's go full screen for you. All right. Let's go back here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you for joining us at Late Night Live Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Shout out to 12. None of this would happen without him. He has been putting the work in behind the scenes for quite some time, even before I came along. So, limewithus.com. Please check out the merch, buy you a little something, take a picture, send it to us so that we can post that ourselves. It would be nice to have more people on the panel. So if you're interested, please let us know. But yes, in regards to closing thoughts, I want to say cherish your parents, ladies and gentlemen. If you still got your parents, call them, talk to them, visit them. Just make sure that you are keeping that bond going. These are the people who gave you life. And relationships may be complicated, but you can always make time for the people that matter to you the most. I want to make sure that I'm telling everybody, please raise your kids the right way. None of your kids should be talking to elders or anybody like they're about to go and fight them. All right. You are not raising somebody who's going to be a successful adult if you are allowing that to happen. So please raise your kids responsibly. And when it comes to relationships, ladies and gentlemen, let trust guide you. You know, whether you want to be an investigator or whether you want to let go and let God, let trust take you where it's supposed to take you. At the end of the day, if you want to plan out a coffee date, if you want to plan out a picnic, it's thoughtful stuff like that that should matter when you're trying to get somebody that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. You don't have to rack up $189 on a date. You might not ever see this person again. So go with your heart. Let trust guide you. And again, we're going to see you next Tuesday at 9 p.m. I'm going to still have all these kids and this dog, but I'm going to try and be here on time. So it was a pleasure seeing y'all, and I hope to see y'all next Tuesday.
All right, we out. Peace.